Hello Cancers, I'm Christy, you're watching Tiny Turtle Tarot, and this is your reading for the week ahead. As always, if anything I say resonates, please let me know by liking and subscribing. Let's get on with your reading. What's happening for the beautiful Cancers this week? Sorry, my hair today, it's bothering me. Like straight, curly. So I just keep trying to ignore it, but maybe you're self-conscious about something this week, because I haven't mentioned that in any of the other readings that I felt called to. So I want to say don't worry. Like, who cares? Do you know what? Who cares? Like, look, there you go, straight and curly. Who cares? It doesn't matter. There's something you think matters this week, but it doesn't matter at all. Like, nobody cares but you or something. Oh, what is that? That really jumped out. King of Wands. King of Wands is also someone very attractive. So something about your looks this week, right? There's something where you think you aren't looking your best, but somebody else sees you as your best, or others in general do. King of Wands is, and man or woman doesn't matter, King of Wands is also someone very confident, very bold, sometimes a little bit too confident. So this could also be you meeting someone this week, but they actually reflect onto you positively because they are very confident in themselves. And so you spending time in their energy makes you more confident in yourself, and even things about yourself that you didn't like or doubted. You're going to kind of realize, like, confidence is a choice and you're going to choose it. I don't know. There's something about that. It could be a new friend. It could be a new, someone you're dating. I don't know. But it's something where you're going to decide, oh, if they're confident, like, there's something about this person where they shouldn't be confident or something. Or you think if I was them, I wouldn't be confident. But there's something about someone... that sounds harsh, but yeah, there's something about someone where you're going to realise, oh, if they're confident, I can be confident as well. If that makes sense. What else is going on this week for you? The Hanged Man, looking at things from a different perspective. Spiritual awakening also like just this energy of looking at everything differently, everything around you changing, but not like just the way you're looking at it's changing. Six of Pentacles also, you might be doing charity work. The Six of Pentacles is giving. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, you might be, somebody's giving someone a really generous tip this week. I don't mean tip like advice, I mean like a tip to a waiter or something. You're going to give someone a tip. Or if you're a waiter, someone's giving you a tip. But there's something here where you're not expecting it, or you're not expecting yourself to do it or something, but you know that this person is going to be really grateful for it. Yeah, there's a really generous energy about you this week, but it's weird because it's coming out with the Hanged Man. So maybe you felt as if you've not been generous enough. I'm actually getting this year. So maybe you're usually in other years for you, you've been very generous, very giving, but this week, what is going on? This is strange. This week in particular, you're going to be more generous. This week you're going to be like, oh, yeah, but why? What's it to do with this year for that to come through? So maybe, yeah, past years you were giving of your time, very generous, but maybe this year you've just been focused on you and focused on moving forward within you. And there's this weird thing happening this week where you go, oh, that made me happy though. And I know that's not why you should do things for others just because they make you happy, but like, it's not a bad thing to do something if it makes you happy, right? It's like a good thing. If making others happy makes you happy, it's a win-win. Like, do more, give more if you have the energy and the time to do so. I don't know, but it's a weird thing because it's like you're not expecting yourself to do it. It feels like somebody asks you, do you want to help out? We're doing this. And you're like, yeah. And then you think about it and go, did I say that out loud? I don't have time for that. But it's like meant to be. Like, you're going to sign something and go, actually, when is this for? I'm not sure if I'm even free. And then you'll have to clear your schedule or something. There's something where you're not expecting yourself to agree to something. This be even love, because my readings are usually very love-based. So maybe there's like a date or something that you're going to be asked out on, and you're going to be like, yeah, sure. And usually you kind of like wouldn't. Four of Wands. Very much could be love. Moving to the next stage. So if you are single, you're going to be dating. If you're dating, you're going to be like official. And if you're like already official, you're going to be engaged. If you're engaged, you're getting married. This is moving to next step with someone. This is things being like solid or solidified, or the first parts of becoming solidified, because it's like the four pillars with the Four of Wands. It's like those four, like if you're building a house, you've like kind of figured out where you're putting everything, like the boundaries of the house, if that makes sense. So maybe for me to say boundaries, maybe you're also setting boundaries with someone, but like in a good way, in like a good, like a starting way. This feels new, this feels fresh for a lot of you. Or if you're in a relationship, it's just like a new fresh energy coming into it where you are placing boundaries, but it's in a positive sense. Maybe you haven't placed boundaries with people before, maybe you haven't been, yeah, I feel like for some reason I'm getting about something about treading on eggshells. Sorry, I can't talk. Either you were treading on eggshells in the past, and it almost feels like you didn't want to upset someone or something in the past, in past relationships, whereas in this relationship, you're very much like, well, I'll just say it, because if I don't say it now, it's going to bother me later. I don't know, there's something where you're speaking your mind a little bit more, which is funny because there's no swords here. So for me to be like, you're speaking your mind a little bit more, but there's no swords around, maybe this is the tarot giving you the advice to not step on eggshells and to communicate if something is bothering you. It's almost like you're very, very kind and you don't want to upset someone, but it would really benefit you to just say it. And this person, I feel like, is probably stronger than you realize and is able to handle it or something. Whereas you perceive people to be, I don't know, some reason I'm getting something about easy to upset. So maybe you had family or friends or parents or something where it was like they easily got upset with you, and now you just immediately think other people are like that. But this person isn't. This person's quite solid. Three of Wands as well, like expecting a sink to ship. A sink to ship? Did I say that? Expecting a ship to sink. So there's something where you expect the worst out of someone. But I think that's changing with the Hanged Man, of looking at something different. You're actually looking at somebody different, or if this is job or work or something, it's like you're thinking something's about to go away or end. Whatever this is to do with in your life, because it's different for everyone, there's too many people watching. There's something where you think something's going downhill, you think something's about to sink because it looks like it to you. Or something's happened in the past and it looks similar, where you think this is about to go away. This is about to never be seen again. It's going to the bottom of the ocean, right? No. There's something where it's actually, you think something's being destroyed, but it's actually barely even begun or something. For a lot of you, I feel like this actually is career. I feel like there's something where you're like on shaky ground or something, and you're like, oh, okay, this is cool, I should start looking for another job. But it's actually, I don't know, I'm getting something about open communication. So maybe someone's just very vocal with you and you think, oh, they don't like me, or they don't want me here, or they don't want me at this job. But it's actually like they know your potential and they know your worth, and so they're communicating anything that you don't do right immediately so that like you can fix it and become the best version. But you're expecting this to mean that they don't want you there or something, but they actually do. I don't know why I'm getting like tough love or something. Somebody's being quite tough on you because they actually really like appreciate your effort and energy. And maybe it's not work, maybe it's about like charity or giving, because of that Six of Pentacles that was here earlier. Maybe you're giving a lot, but you just feel like, I don't know, you feel like you aren't giving enough or something. I don't know, there's this energy of, maybe you're working for a charity or something, let's say, and there's someone above you and it's just like you're not being spoken to in a nice manner or something. I'm sorry, I don't know what that's to do with, but you're gonna have this epiphany that they actually, or a conversation's gonna happen, I feel, where you're gonna go, oh, they are happy that I'm here. Or maybe it was even something completely different going on in their life that you could never have expected, that has somehow influenced the way they talk to you, which isn't fair, because I feel like you're someone that somehow can compartmentalize and separate home and work, whereas this person is someone that combines the both. So if things aren't happening well at home, they bring it to work or this charity or something. But there's something this week where you're going to have the epiphany that somebody's actions towards you weren't anything to do with you. It's just a lot going on with them. Also, you might have Virgo in your chart. I think it was Virgo that had a similar reading. Could have been Taurus. But they had a similar message, in the reading about, like, that of not being... feeling underappreciated maybe, but not being the truth of the matter. Seven of Wands also. Seven of Wands is like fighting. Seven of Wands is fighting for you. It's standing up for yourself is a better way to put it. It's standing up for yourself. And it feels completely necessary for some reason. And maybe that's how you're going to come to the conclusion that you were wrong, or that things aren't as they seem with someone, a colleague, a lover, a friend. It's going to come from you saying your piece and being like, have I done something wrong? Is there something we need to sort out? And you're going to quickly realize, oh, I haven't done anything wrong. It was completely them. They have their own stuff going on. And you might even get an apology. And if you don't, this person isn't... There's something about somebody being... I'm just getting Snape energy is the only way to put it. And if you've not watched or read Harry Potter, then that's not really going to help you understand what I'm on about. But Snape, obviously everyone thinks he's evil to begin with. Everyone thinks he's mean. Everyone thinks he's out to get Harry Potter. But he's not. He's actually looking out for him. So it might just be this instance of someone around you just trying to protect you and do what's best for you. But to you, it looks like, oh, they hate me. Or, oh, they don't like me. Or, I don't know. They don't like me very much. And it feels like it could be someone older than you also. But yeah, it's actually purely out of positive, either love or just looking out for you in some sense. God, I rambled about that for a while. Whoa, 12 minutes. Okay, this was supposed to be short. What else? Eight of Swords, Nine of Pentacles. So, also, for some reason, if you're single, there's this energy here. Eight of Swords is being stuck. Eight of Swords is feeling trapped when you're not. So, if you look at this, what's a good way to put this? Eight of Swords is feeling trapped when you're not. So she's like, she could walk through there, up those stairs to get out. If you see how light is that? She knows that there's a way to get out. She knows there's a way forward, but she's choosing to look here. So I don't mean to call you out or anything like that, but there's this energy of you either thinking the worst, expecting the worst, or focusing on the worst case scenario when you could move into a better place. And it's just this energy with the Nine of Pentacles. For a lot of you, this is to do with love. For a lot of you, this is to do with you being single. You either, if you're single, there's this energy of you either thinking, I'm alone forever. I'm going to be single forever. Or you kind of going, what's the point? Or, I don't know, there's this energy of being stuck where you are, but not needing to be. So... I don't know, I'm getting something about a blind date for some of you. So maybe you're going on a blind date soon, but you're completely in this energy of, I don't want to go to this. So there's something saying, because Tarot's advice, do it. There's something like you're telling yourself you can't do. You're telling yourself, what's the point? I don't want to bother, but you should. Like, you're very closed off to the idea, or you're very protective of your money or your time with the Nine of Pentacles, because Nine of Pentacles is a lot of pentacles in terms of pentacles, and whether you value money the most or whether you value your time the most, either way, you're being very protective of what you've earned, or you're being protective of your time, and you don't want to waste it, which is completely fair and understandable either way, whatever it is. It's completely understandable. But open your mind, because I feel like there is actually happiness, and like there's light coming through those stairs if you just go and look. Go and look, because there's like, you've closed your mind to the possibilities, but like if you were to open your mind, you'd realize that not everyone is like your past people, or that not everything is going to work out the same way as it has in the past. And also something about someone around you as well. So there could be like a relationship around you that you hate or something, and you're like, I don't want to end up like them. But there's something where it's like, open your mind, because you're not them, if that makes sense. And I feel as if you're going to this week look at things differently and open your mind for me to be talking about this. So sorry to call you out and be like, open your mind, because I feel like you might be doing that on your own this week, and that's what that's trying to say. Because I don't think you're going to be single for much longer. I don't know, I can't talk, why am I mumbling? You're not going to be single for much longer if you're single, because you're looking at everything differently, and you are looking at things differently instead of staying stuck. You're putting yourself out there more. And with the Nine of Pentacles, you're not as like alone as you think you are. You think that you're completely alone. You think that nothing's going to happen, or you think that, what's the point? I think I've said that 3 times to you, of like, what's the point? People aren't reciprocating, or people aren't this, people aren't that. But it's like, wait till you meet this person, because they're completely different to other people. Or if you've already met this person, or you're already in a relationship, you'll know what I'm on about. It's like, they're completely different, and they'll change the way you see people or relationships in general. If that makes sense. I'm going to wrap your reading up here. Thank you so much for watching. If anything I said resonated, please let me know by liking and subscribing, and I'll see you next Tuesday for Tiny Little Tarot Tuesdays.